Hey everyone, Player Sam. Welcome to another unbox review. We've got another Alpha Models kit today, the Lamborghini Urus. Now, as I say in this video, this isn't necessarily one I probably would have gone out and bought straight away. The RS6 was released, love that. Knew I was going to buy that. Pick the colour out, everything, it's on the way, ready to go. The Urus, yeah, no, I struck a bit of a thing with Alpha Models. They sent me the two kits for free, and I thought I'll review it. It's a hell of a lump of resin, this thing. The box weighs a ton. On a cursory inspection, it's a pretty impressive kit and machine as well. So while I may not have originally bought it after looking at it, it's a very impressive car. It really is. And it's a monstrous piece of resin. Yes, so go check out Off Models. You look on their website. There's numerous places around the world that sell them. They're around about the £150 mark. Some of them I think are borderline whether they're worth that, but this one is very heavy, high parts count and a lot of resin, so I think this one you do get your money's worth in it. But the best thing to do is have a look through my review and make your own minds up yourself. Hey everyone, please subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, get notified of our latest videos, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and leave a comment. I do read and appreciate every comment you guys and girls leave behind. I may not reply to them all, but they are all appreciated. And there's a link in the description of the video that takes you to a big long list of all handy videos and a lot of the products I use in my videos. You now have the chance to support the video content creation by using Patreon or the PayPal me link in the description down below. All the videos always remain free to watch. This is just your chance to help support the videos. Okay then, so the Alpha Models 24 scale Lamborghini Urus. Now, not a subject I would kind of normally pick. Sent to me for free by Alpha Models, so I'm going to review it, obviously. And I will build it because looking through it, while it's not something I would originally picked, the kit is beautiful. I've had a very quick look through it. And to be fair, it's a pretty damn impressive vehicle. I'm not going to lie. So, nice box art on the front. Colour, world is your oyster with this thing. It looks good in yellow, orange. I've seen some good colours in. There's a nice bright luminous green kind of colour. White and silver. Loads of colours. Lamborghini, world your oyster. It's a very, what's the word, loud car. So it'll suit a loud colour in my opinion. So, typical blue Alpha boxing. Inside we've got lashings of bubble wrap, so I'm going to move all that out of the way. We've got the instructions. In there is the clear parts, decals, and all the photo etch. So we'll pop that over there out of the way. We've got some wheels, clear parts, seats, interior parts, door cards, diffuser, dashboard, etc., etc. The screws, which we'll leave in the bag because they're nothing to really write home about, are they? And the body shell as well, which is both the biggest and heaviest I've had out of all these Alpha Models yet. So I'll zoom in a touch so you can see it. This thing is absolutely enormous. That is one monstrous piece of resin that is actually, I think it's quite a pretty car, to be honest. I quite like this thing. Like I say, while it wasn't one I'd actually pick, after looking at it, it's really growing on me. And it's quite a cool vehicle, and it's a big bugger. But that is one hefty lump of resin. As is that. That is a chunk of resin right there. But we'll deal with the body first. We'll look at the rest in a minute. So, body is just superbly cast in resin. We've got lots of seam lines. Let me just get my little Mickey Mouse toothbrush, and yeah, just resin dust in there, so the panel lines are nice and clear. Now you could deepen these. Excuse my compressor, which is a pain in the backside. You could deepen the panel line should you wish, but to be honest, on this one, they're actually really well defined. To be honest, I wouldn't even bother. They're all clean. They're all properly done. Bar that one there, just needs a little bit of a touch up. Get the razor saw on just to deepen it. Everywhere else looks really good, nice and crisp. It's got really nice lines, this thing, and a very nice aggressive front end as well. So very cool. You get your under tray, Nice silly stickers coming off. You get the under tray, no detail on there whatsoever, but we do have some countersunk holes around the edge for the numerous screw holdings. And then the interior. So that is one hefty chunk of resin. It's huge. Absolutely huge. Obviously, you've got your 4 seats to fit in, all the interior to go in. You can carpet it if you want, but that weighs nearly as much as the body shell itself. So it's a fair lump. Again, exquisitely moulded, cast. Very, very nice. So no problems there at all. You got your rear parcel luggage area cover, I suppose it is. You can see there. So that's looking good. A little bit of dust on there. So no problems there whatsoever. So we're going to pop that in there. It is a proper hefty piece of resin though. It's by far the biggest one I've handled. Yes. And I've handled a few now, to say the least. Wheels. Now these are nice. These are huge. God knows what inch these things are. But they are massive. We've got 4 identicals. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got front and rears. So I'm going to guess the rears have got the longer stubs on compared to the front. As you can see, no tyre markings, which is always a shame. Pretty clean wheels, just a few wisps of resin dust, but they're going to be quite fragile, so you need to be careful with those. Don't be going too mad. Nice wheels, nice tread pattern on the tyres. I love the tyres from Alpha Model. They are, look how flawless that tread pattern is. I just wish they were branded tyres. It would add such a nice element to the tyres because they're lovely. They're so well done. They're absolutely stunning. So 4 of those, like I say, 2 fronts, 2 rears. We'll obviously do it. It's not 3 on the back, 1 on the front, is it? So again, really nice wheels. Go to the interior. So we're onto seats. So there's 4 seats on this. So I'll deal with it. So we've got discs. Whether we've got fully PE discs, I don't know yet. But there's the discs. There's the rear lights and what looks like possibly the front lights as well. Hard to tell. Get to focus. We'll have a little look. Like possibly the front and rear lights there. Got the exhaust system with some very nice back box and exhaust tips. They're very cool. Wing mirrors. Excuse my hands, I'm covered in paint. I spilled a little Mr. Surf over myself the other day. Some rather large brake calipers. This thing would need an epic set of brakes on it to stop this behemoth. Steering wheel and steering column. Nice steering wheel as well. I'm sure we can get some carbon on that and bits and what have you. And then the seats. So we've got 4 seats. There'll be 2 fronts, 2 backs. So I'm going to guess these are the front ones because they've got the seat controls on the side. I'm sure they're very, very comfy seats in real life. Nicely moulded. Little paw stub to cut off each one. But yeah, no problem there at all. And then these must be the rears. I'm taking it because, yeah, I'm just guessing that they are. They might not be. Seatbelt buckles are built into the rear ones, not into the fronts. So they're built into the sides there, as you can see. But again, nice seats. Very cool. Yeah, nice touch. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can get all this back in here, eh? There's quite a lot of parts in this one. No engine, because of the type of car that it is. But there's a lot of parts for this one. And it is proper hefty resin. So you kind of are getting your... Well, you got no engine, you are getting your money's worth out of this. In my opinion. So there's that. We go with the other interior one, which looks to be the dashboard. Lots of little bits in it. Oh, it's a nice dash. Look at that. Look at the dashboard on that. That's a nice dash. Very nicely detailed. Love it. Very, very nice. That look nice painted up. Lots of small parts here, so they're going to be like door handles, I think. Seatbelt buckles there as well. The axle stubs. So these look like very positive located. You saw how thin they were on the chassis, so they should be quite positive. 2 of them, another 2. We've got, I think these are exhaust parts. Now, I'm pretty sure they're identical parts. Now, whether they should be, I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to figure that one out. So I don't know if we've got 2 duplicates. Got the rear brake calipers. Smaller versions of the others. We've got some winged thing. This must be for the roof, is it? Believe so. We've got another thing of interior mirror, door handles, I don't know, the shark fin antenna for the roof, and a few other bits. I don't even want to pretend I know what they are. More interior door handles, I suppose, or armrests. Another bit of aerodynamicy. Is that a word? It's like a splitter. More of those, I'm going to guess they're like door pulls, you know, the door handles to shut the doors inside. And the door handles for the exterior as well. Like I said, a lot of parts. I still got another bag to go through. A lot of parts on this one. You're going through these bags, you find a piece of resin, put it back in the bag, keep all of it. You never know if it's something that's fell off the sprues, you know, the pull plugs, something that's snapped off. And with resin, it does tend to snap quite cleanly, so you can quite often glue it back in place. So any little bits you find on your bench, put them back in. You're better off keeping them than throwing them. 6 months later, you build the kit, you're like, oh no, that was a major part of the Schneider for the interior. We've got one huge rear diffuser. Is it going to fit in? Let's have a look. It's going to clear an outbit. That is a big rear diffuser. Look at the size of that beast. Got a little bit of excess resin in there that we can clean out, no bother. That's a big diffuser. That is a chunky bit of resin again. Very nice. I'm sure we're going to be carboning that as well. Seems to be the story of my life for the minute with carbon decals. Got the centre armrest for the interior, for the front, and then one for the rear, I assume. Very, very cool. It'll be a nice comfy car, this inside. Big cruiser. We've got the front grille. I'm assuming that goes in there like that. No, you're not going to fit it. Oh my god, it's tight. Oof. That's a very, very tight fit. So that's going to need a little bit of fettling to get that in there. But you'll see that'll slot in there. It's got a very, very aggressive front nose, this thing. Very, very nice. So that's a nice bit as well. Whether it's going to be carbon or body colour, I have no idea, but we can figure that out later. And the door cards, big hefty door cards, but nicely detailed as well. Very, very cool. I like those. The detail's phenomenal in the resin. Every one of these kits I look at still impresses me how good it is. And you can't fault their casting for the resin. It's absolutely phenomenal. Clear parts. Let's have a look what we got in here. So we've got rear and front lights. So the resin can look a little bit iffy. It's not the most clearest or optically perfect, but once they're in, they're not too bad. I've not had any trouble so far. They've all looked okay. I've got some tricky ones to do on the 488. That involve being cut out of vac form, so I don't know what they're like. The rear ones are okay as well. Like I say, not the clearest, but I've seen a lot worse in plastic. So they're all the resin parts. We've got the instructions, we'll look at in a little bit. We've got some decals here as well. So we've got some trim for the, I'm going to guess, the interior. There, we've got some Urus number plates, speedos, Lamborghini badges, more Lamborghini badges, some displays in the interior, and so on. A load of white decals there as well. Seems to be for brake calipers and what have you. Hobby Design decals, these will go down absolutely flawless. Yep, they're always very good, so no issues there at all. And then a big bag of goodies. I say goodies. With the clear parts, I guess they can be baddies as well. Let's get everything out. So we've got brass seatbelts. So I prefer fabric myself, but these look alright when they're done, but they chip the paint really easy, so you can bend them to shape and get your seatbelts in. We've got some metallic decals for Lamborghini logos and the mirrors, interior and exterior mirrors. So it's mirrored self-adhesive. We've got some very nice metallic Lamborghini emblems. So they're water slide decals. Really nice. And some nice PE for... I'm going to guess they're like interior detail parts, are they? Quite looks like chrome trim. So again, nice. We've got just PE discs for the front of those resin ones. So they're going to go in there. They're cross-drilled as well. They're really nice though, aren't they? Look at the cross-drill pattern. That's beautiful. We've got PE wipers, some front grills. The mirror inserts there as well. We've got a load more grills. It's a Lamborghini. So there's tons of grills. Lots to deal with. Then we've got a big photo etch set with the window surrounds. Look at the size of that PE for the window surround. Massive. Floor mats are a really nice touch. The Urus badge as well. More of the brake parts and the number plates. I'm really liking these metallic number plates on the back of these cars at the minute. I think they look really smart. So they're what I've been putting on. But that's a very impressive piece of photo etch there for the window surround. And being one large piece, hopefully shouldn't be too tricky to get in place. So take your time with that and you'll be all good. We've got seatbelt buckles. They look like heater vents for the interior. I'm trying to catch the light. I'll have to do it the other way. Get it to focus. There we go. Look like heater vents and more Lamborghini logos, Lamborghini badges. Well, the backing. Yeah, just the backing and seatbelt buckles. And of course, the windows. So hopefully shouldn't be too bad in this. They look fairly straightforward. They're quite straight, so there shouldn't be any real complex curves or shapes. Take your time with these. I've looked at my videos on how to fit them. There's loads of videos out there and they shouldn't be any real problem. They are the weakest link of these kits, but I can't see any other way, in all honesty, that Alpha model could do these windows because plastic would be way too thick. So that kind of rules that out. So we're kind of left with the acetate cheaper. At least they have the surrounds built in. And they are well secured and protected in there. Instructions, now as per usual, we've only got 4 sheets double-sided. I've gone through and marked off all the parts. Like I said, quite a lot of parts on this one, a lot of PE. So you've got like what, 5 frets of PE, 6 frets of PE, decals, the clear parts, metallic stickers, metallic decals. 67 parts. Might not seem a lot, but it's more than a few of the other kits. As always, the instructions are just a guide, so a very basic guide on how to do things. So take it with a pinch of salt. So dashboard will probably go in first, door cards will go in, and then this built-up assembly will go in at the end. Getting these rear diffusers on, the exhaust. There's that one, and then the brakes are here as well, showing you which one. Don't get these mixed up. They are both the same, so that's good. I'm happy with that. Those parts we thought I might add the wrong ones. Calipers, the wheels, etc. Decal placements, not a lot on this at all. And then, of course, the front parts as well. The mirrors, the windows, the P surround on the windows, the window wipers, the lights, the front grille, and the P grills into the back as well. So pretty standard instructions, which I say in the loosest sense of the word. But it looks another great Alpha Models kit, high quality, and hopefully shouldn't be too much of a drama to build. So let's go back to me, some final thoughts. Right, there we go then. So that's the review of that. That is a very impressive kit. Of an awesome machine as well. That is probably one really comfy, fast cruising car, that thing. It looks very luxurious inside, and if you do it in a nice bright colour, you're certainly not going to shy away from the crowd in that thing. It'd be huge, it's probably quite loud, and probably quite in your face as well. It looks very aggressive, especially we got some carbon detail on those front and rear, front bumpers and diffusers and what have you. Maybe like the side skirts and a few other bits. Yeah, you could carbon up as well. So looks a great kit, typical Alpha quality, beautifully cast resin, fantastic photo etch, all the extras you need to build the kit. And yeah, no engine, I know, and that can be a bit of a bugbear for some people. I think it's quite hard for them to do in this, although they have hinted at maybe doing it in the future. So we'll see what comes of it. The engine's not always a selling point for me. It's good to have, obviously, because it's another element to the modelling, but it's not always like the be all and end all. I just enjoy the finished model itself. So yeah, looks a great kit, and like I say, you can pick it up from Alpha Model for around the £150 mark. So there we go. So thanks to Alpha Model for sending me both these kits. Hopefully I can get some more of them. We can get them reviewed. I've got a couple more to get through myself, and obviously I built quite a few recently because my goal is to keep building these alongside the plastic and the Model Factory Hero kit. So that is the plan. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed that review. Any comments or questions, pop them down below. Always happy to hear your feedback, what you think. But yes, a lot of people aren't going to gel with these because of the price, but they are fantastic kits to build and quite enjoyable too. So there we are. As always, like to support the videos and the content, the live streams. There's a Patreon me down below. You can get 2-week early access on all the videos. There's a PayPal me and a Buy Me Coffee link as well if you want to support in different ways. There's links in the description to everything ISM and me related, all the forums, Facebook page, the groups. My scale mate has an email address for me as well. Make sure you sub to the channel, click the bell notification, and give a thumbs up on the video. And please leave a comment. Love reading all your comments. Do appreciate everyone that takes the time to leave a comment. This isn't going on air release again. I want this out there because it's a new kit. So this one's gone straight to ISM. Like I say, leave a comment down below and then let me know what you think. So today's question: what car in the past have you previously thought was ugly or you didn't particularly like, and then you've either seen one, been in one, drove one, and it's completely changed your mind about the car? This is definitely one for me. For me, probably the Lexus LFA. Never really gave her a second glance. Always thought it was quite a cool car until I saw the Tamiya ones being built and got that beautiful side profile of them, and they just look absolutely stunning. So for me, the Lexus LFA, great looking car, very underrated. And I also like the 3000 GT. I think that's quite an underrated Mitsubishi as well. So it doesn't always look great, but at certain angles, nice, big, impressive looking car. So what is your car that you always thought was a bit bland or ugly, but then you've changed your mind over the years? If you've got one, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you all later. Bye bye.